guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Hot Toys action figure review. Oh man, it has been quite some time, but we are looking at the Marvel Studios Spider-Man No Way Home movie masterpiece, MMS 623 Integrated Suit Spider-Man 1/6 scale collectible figure. I really love the packaging over here. It looks really good, very glossy. On the side it wraps around. You can see that Doctor Strange portal going around right over here, and it says Spider-Man Integrated Suit on the back. We do have some texturing going on right over here. You can feel that right there. You could also hear it. It's all soft or glossy right there. And then you can see the electricity wraps around. You can see a Doc Ock tentacle. Very cool. You can see a Goblin Bomb right there. Pumpkin Bomb anyway. So yeah, Electro, Doc Ock, and Green Goblin is what I'm saying. Is that Aunt May over there? Oh no, that's Spider-Man. My bad. And it looks like I could see Spider-Man versus Green Goblin over there. So very cool. You could see Toby holding Spider-Man back. It's Spider-Man versus Spider-Man right there. Anyway, Spider-Man on the top. Not much more at the bottom except for Spider-Man No Way Home. Lift this up right here. Wait, we gotta do a Hot Toys plop. Come on, Hot Toys plop. There it goes. All right, not quite the same as it usually is, but you know what I'm trying to do. And that looks pretty sweet so far. And then nice purple right here. Oh, you can see the multiverse opening up. Very cool. Can you see any recognizable characters? I don't know. Maybe if you freeze frame that, you could let me know who you see. I'm not really seeing anybody recognizable, but I do remember seeing Rhino, Kraven, Scorpion. Anyway, let's go. Oh, Doppelganger was pretty visible in the movie too. Anyway, let's get to it and crack this thing open. But first, if you're trying to get your Hot Toys figures, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here is the new Spider-Man figure out of the packaging. And a lot of it doesn't really feel that new. I guess mostly with the accessories. Like the figure itself, yeah, you know, I actually kind of like it. But the accessories are my biggest gripe. Anyway, not a bad looking figure. Let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at Spidey. So here's some of the accessories that we get with the figure. You get your standard issue set of webs right over here. We've seen this like every time they release a Spider-Man figure, so we have those. And then we have this loose mask, which I actually really do like quite a bit, so happy to have this. And you get the integrated suit regular version base right over here, looking really nice. I like that. And you get the posable display stand with the felt on the inside right here, the clamp. And you want to be careful where you push this onto the figure. You don't want to crease it and, you know, leave crease lines on the figure's legs and weird spots. You get an even set of wide open hands, an even set of relaxed hands, an even set of thwipping hands with the whole thwipping piece right here that you could swap out so that you have regular palm hand, and you can go ahead and interchange that with this right there, which is cool. And then you get one peace sign hand, which, I don't know, kind of makes me feel like it's, you know, just a leftover accessory from a different movie. And then only one right hand for web swinging. And I wish we had one for each side. You know, I would have much rather had a left side web grabbing hand rather than the peace sign hand right there. And then you get two pointing fingers, which is probably the most unique accessory for this movie. You know, everything else seems like it's from something else. You get a set of fisted hands, and then you get this one mask grabbing hand right here. You get the 5 interchangeable eye pieces, which you could see right over here. I'm just going to go through them where they're closed. Squinting less, regular, and then wide open. And we also get the cell phone right over here too. So again, you know, the whole cell phone with the peace sign hand, I feel like that's more of like a, you know, a No Way Home or a Far From Home. You get them all confused. But yeah, anyway, it makes me think of a different Spider-Man movie, not No Way Home. And then we get these extra accessories over here, which I really don't have a need for. These didn't appear in the movie with this particular suit. They're the same arms, getting the same Waldos over here that we got with the Iron Spider figure from Hot Toys, which are fine. You know, they work well and they look great. Slightly different color blue right over there. So they look good and everything. And they have their letters and everything to indicate where they're supposed to go on the back of the figure. But I don't necessarily have any plans of displaying Spider-Man with these, so I feel like I just bought something that's going to go in a box and not be used. Same deal with the wings right over here. That also bums me out. They look good. I like that it's a different design and everything. And they do stick onto the figure okay. You know, you just want to move the arm up, and just rest the magnets alongside the body. It's not the easiest thing to do, really. It functions all right. I was able to get some photos of it and everything, but the fact that we don't see it in the movie and it's just going to go in the box, like, it feels like I spent money on something that I didn't want to buy, so that frustrates me. It dampens the joy of the purchase. Whoops, almost forgot to show off this web accessory that we always get and the extra wrist pegs. So I didn't want to get the deluxe version because I didn't want to have the Doc Ock arms. I just don't have the space for it. I will get that Hot Toys Doc Ock eventually. But I do miss not getting the head sculpt that has the mask on the top of his head. That would have been really nice to have, especially because this head sculpt really doesn't offer anything new compared to the last Far From Home figure. The head sculpt's the same. Hair color's just a bit different, but everything's just really the same. I wish they'd given us like an ultra bloody face sculpt right over here. I don't know if Hot Toys have given us a bloody Tom Holland. I feel like I have seen that before, but it would have been nice to have with this one, especially, you know, with that final scene at the end of No Way Home. Getting a super bloody Tom Holland head would have been great. Now, as far as the other head goes, I like it enough. Just one little nitpick about it, though, is that there is a sewing seam right over here at the top that kind of sticks out, you know what I mean? And you'd think to yourself, like, God, you're getting really picky, dude. But with my Far From Home figure over here, I don't have that kind of seam going on with the top of the head. So it would have been nice to have gotten that kind of cleanliness with this particular figure over here. But it does look nice, and one thing I do like about the nature of this suit is that it totally is a combination of the Iron Spider suit and the Far From Home upgraded suit. You know, so it's supposed to be a combination of the two. Like, you have this kind of vinyl-like material right over here. I do find myself having to heat it up sometimes if it gets bunched in a pose for a certain amount of time. But so far, it's been pretty durable for me. So every time I think I got like a wicked wrinkle in it or something that looks bad, it's just a part of the sculpt in that material. So I do like that we have these little patterns in there and everything, and it looks really good. I actually do like it, and this suit design has been growing on me for a while. At first I didn't like it so much, but yeah, now I do, and I love all these little details right over here with the lines and everything. Very much or similar to like what we'd seen with the Far From Home upgraded suit right there. And then you can see the back. You get these ports that you could take off, you know, so you could attach those arms if you want to, which I guess fine, you know, if you're happy having them. But for real, I'd rather have not spent the money on an accessory I don't want to use. I don't know how everybody just seems to be okay with that, but seems to be the general consensus that that's just fine. But anyway, looking at the boots, looks really good right over here. And yeah, I gotta say, the figure did come out looking really clean, as Hot Toys does, you know, so at least there's that for sure. I do like that. And again, the fabric material that we're getting right here does help with the articulation, which we'll get into in just a moment. Oh, I wanted to mention that I do feel like the arms are a little on the short side over here as well, but as far as articulation goes, you can get him looking all the way up. I was able to get him into some fun wall crawling poses. He'll look downward. Good head pivoting as always, and of course you can turn the head side to side. You have butterfly joints right here. You can move the shoulders up and above the 90-degree mark, and I know directions. You should probably follow the directions more than what I say, but this is what I've been doing with the figure, and it's turned out okay. You get a bicep swivel, and then you have the double jointed elbows, and then the wrist turns side to side, hinge up and down or horizontally, depending on how you have this figure configured. And speaking of leaving it configured, be mindful of it being bent. Like, you really want to avoid leaving it in poses like that, you know, where you're bending the suit around for long durations of time. Anyway, you can crunch forward right there and back, and you can pivot a bit right there and turn side to side at the diaphragm. The hips will move outward just about that far. I feel like I'm going to rip it if I move it more than that. Can move forward that much. Again, you don't want it to be bunched up like that for hella long. Moves back, upper thigh cut. Then you have the double jointed knees right here. The ankles turn side to side. They do move down. They do move up a little bit. He has beautiful ankle pivot in there and toe articulation. Oh yeah, another tip is if you do see wrinkles on these gold sections, if you apply heat with a hairdryer, they will fade away. Now to measure out this Spider-Man figure, you can see that he is standing at about 12 inches tall, which you can barely see right there. And for some some size comparisons, not too many size comparisons, but you could see we have the Iron Spider suit and we have the upgraded suit from No Way Home, or Far From Home. Sorry, I'm getting them all confused, and I just think this is a cool idea. I like how similar and different they all look from each other. I am noticing the arms look a little longer on this one than this figure right over here, right? Same thing with the Iron Spider. Maybe not with the Iron Spider. I don't know. It just might be the angle, but I do feel like the arms are a little too short on this figure. Then here's the new integrated suit figure next to our other Spider-Man figures. We have the Spider-Man 3 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man from Hot Toys, which cannot stand up on its own. I'm surprised I was actually able to snag a picture of the three of them standing without it. And then we have the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Now, I definitely want the new Tobey Maguire Hot Toys figure. Again, this figure is sorely outdated, can't even stand on its own. As far as the Andrew Garfield one goes, I don't know. I still really like this figure a lot, but there's a lot of outdated stuff going on with this one, especially like with the interchangeable hands and stuff. So certainly going to get the next Tobey Maguire figure, on the fence about the next Andrew Garfield. And then here's the integrated suit Spider-Man figure next to the Far From Home stealth suit, which I am selling this Thursday, the 23rd, on Whatnot. I thought it came with a bloody Peter Parker head, but it does not. Did have a toe joint snap on me, but I have fixed it since then. Still functions, but yeah. Come through. We have a Marvel Legends giveaway this Thursday, the 23rd, on Whatnot, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then here's the Hot Toys integrated suit Spider-Man figure next to the Marvel Legends integrated suit Spider-Man. And then we have the SH Figure Arts version right here. And this is the only one that doesn't have the gold wristlet pieces right over here, which he's not supposed to have. So this is more film accurate. But why did they include the film inaccurate accessories? Yeah, I just don't get it. And by the way, these arms right here are actually more of the same color than the Iron Spider suit arms, or Waldo's, you know. And then here's the Hot Toys integrated suit Spider-Man figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. So you're Spider-Man number 1, huh, brother? Like, you're the youngest Spider-Man, and everybody found out who you were. The other two Spider-Mans were able to keep their identity. Plus, the other two Spider-Mans sewed their own suits. I mean, you just got hand-me-down suits over here, brother. Calling yourself Spider-Man number 1. Oh, the ego on you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button. And if you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my future videos. I am thinking of going back to my older Hot Toys reviews, or figures that I haven't reviewed yet that I always wanted to review. Like, top of the list is the battle damaged Endgame Thanos. So let me know if you want to see that review. I also have the classic Spider-Man from the PS4 video game that I haven't reviewed, Captain Marvel, and then Ronin. I think those are the Hot Toys that I have not reviewed yet that I should review. So expect some throwback Hot Toys reviews coming to the channel in the future, amongst a whole bunch of other reviews. But anyway, this figure right here, you know what, man? I'm bummed out that I did have to buy additional accessories that I do not want for this figure. I would have been fine just having the figure as it is without any extra bonus accessories like that. I guess getting a bloody head sculpt would have been really cool, or the mask over the head would have been really nice to have, you know, like something like that. Stuff more relatable to the film itself, you know? So I don't know what their production timeline is like. Like I've mentioned before with other companies, it may have been limited information, but still, because I'm getting a bunch of accessories that I don't necessarily want at the price point of around $300, I'm gonna give this integrated suit Spider-Man figure a SUD rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see a photo gallery of images and the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on Whatnot. I'm selling one of my Hot Toys Spider-Man figures over on Whatnot this coming Thursday. Plus, we have a big Marvel Legends giveaway. A big giveaway. So stay tuned for that, and if not, I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.